Okay guys, welcome to my video. This is my post UFC 127 afterthoughts. For what it was, pretty gosh darn good, man. A lot of good fights. I enjoyed all of them. I'm just trying to rethink any of that I didn't enjoy. No, they were pretty decent, man. First things first, man. Don't want to talk about BJ Penn yet. I want to talk about this guy named Brian Eberson, okay? He comes out, throws a cartwheel, and I'm like, man, this guy's a joke, man. You know, you're taking MMA you're taking it as a joke. You're making fun of it. I hope you get knocked out. And then I was like, okay, he's up the ground, guillotine. I'm like, okay, what are you gonna do, Mr. Cartwheel guy? The guy escapes. And then I'm like, holy crap, man, what's with this guy? I thought he was all jokes, man, because his chest has an arrow pointing his face, and he's doing these cartwheel kicks that do no damage. They're just like all flash. And then at one point, he went for a face slap and like a shin slap. So like simultaneously dual slap. And I was laughing my ass off, man. Brian Eberson, man, he smashed Chris Lytle. Not smashed, but he put on a really good showing to a legitimate gatekeeper, okay? I actually put Chris Lytle a little bit above gatekeeper, you know? He's up there, man. And yeah, Brian Eberson, man, hilarious guy. I want to go back and rewatch this guy's whole career, man, because if he fights like that in all of his fights, seriously, I'm a new fan of his. I really enjoy his fighting style, you know? He makes the viewer, like, want to watch him fight, man. You know, he was escaping submissions left and right, left and right. I don't know what Chris Lytle was doing, man. Even like second round, maybe no, third round. Okay, third round, don't go for guillotines, man. Your arms are like rubber. Second round, you can still probably pull it off, but third round, don't do it, man. You're just wasting time, man. You're watching the seconds tick away by trying to go for the submission when you know your arms are gassed out and dead. So Brian Eberson, good showing. I love this guy, man. Who else do I want to talk about? George Strophopoulos. I thought him against Dennis Seaver. I thought the whole deck was against Dennis Seaver. Like, honestly, hometown crowd. Dennis Seaver's weakness is the ground game, and George Strophopoulos is no slouch on the ground. And I thought at one point, man, it's going to go to the ground. But Dennis Seaver, man, takedown defense, man. What the hell did you do, man? Seriously, I need a piss test from this guy, man. Seriously, freakishly strong. You know, he was shrugging George off, and seriously, George was flying like 4 feet just from a little push. You know, this guy has freak strength, man. Dennis Seaver, man, I want him against Jim Miller, man. If he beats Jim Miller, I don't think anyone can deny Dennis Seaver a title shot like ASAP as soon as Frankie Edgar fights Gray Maynard. Dennis Seaver, I don't think he really got hurt in this fight. He rocked George Strophopoulos first round, man. Yeah, really, Dennis Seaver, man, the Russian tank, awesome. George Strophopoulos, he came on strong second and third round, man, but that first round got smashed. Finally, BJ Penn versus John Fitch. First round was really close, man. Like going to the second round, I still didn't know who won the first round. Like it could go either way. Like if you told me John Fitch won it, I'm like, okay, for sure. You know, okay, you can give it to John Fitch. But if you told me BJ Penn won it, I would have been like, yeah, okay, for sure, okay, for sure. I would have no arguments going either way. You know, it was really close. Second round, it was John Fitch. So after I watched the second round, I was like, okay, John Fitch won the second round. If we're going by that, I'm gonna say BJ Penn wins the first round. Third round, it was all John Fitch. But the thing is that I want to point out is BJ Penn, the guy's a finisher, man. The guy is a finisher. You know, that's in his mindset. He doesn't try to win by points. In the second round, first round even, the first round, all he had to do was put up the body triangle, and then John Fitch couldn't spin around. And then BJ Penn would have been in the dominant position, would have held his back to the end of the round. He could have won 2 rounds to 1. You know, BJ Penn threw the fight away because he's a finisher, man. Big props to him. Personally, if I was in his shoes, you know, and you know my purse is on the line, a win bonus is on the line, I personally would go for the win, man. But BJ Penn, man, finisher, finisher, finisher. You know, that's always in his back of my mind. I want to finish this guy. I want to smith this guy. I want to knock this guy out. I want to make this guy tap out from strikes. You know, that's in his brain. You know, the guy's a killer. After the fight, you know, a little part of me got a little bit worried because BJ's like, if I lost this fight, I don't know what I would have done. So, you know, that's hinting at he's thinking about retiring, man. Oh, man. You know, he'll never watch this video, but I hope he doesn't retire because, you know, he's one of the best fighters to watch. You know, he's a complete fighter. He knows the ground. He knows standing up. He's an exciting fighter. He always looks to the finish. You know, how can you dislike BJ Penn, man? Him quitting would be a real big blow, man, for UFC because, you know, he's a made name. He can fight at lightweight. He can fight at welterweight. Yeah, don't retire, BJ. Don't retire. John Fitch, man. Do I want to see BJ Penn, John Fitch because it came to a draw? No, John Fitch won that fight. You know, BJ even mid, yeah, he won that fight. Even though I think BJ Penn, if he didn't go for the finish, he could have won that fight easily, man. 2 rounds to 1. Actually, it might have been 2 rounds to 2, because you know, second round might have been 10-8. But personally, I would, you know, BJ Penn was defending himself. I mean, he wasn't just getting like punched in the face. You know, he got punched in the face, but he was still defending himself. So I gave that 10-9. You know, it's just like someone standing up. One guy's moving away, one guy's like pressing the action, and he's not really landing that much. You know, it's still a 10-9, man. It wasn't like Frankie Edgar, Gray Maynard. You know, if that was a 10-8 round, first round, then this should be, you know, they should seriously reconsider the scoring system, man. It should have been like 8.5, man. Because if Gray Maynard, Frankie Edgar, if you gave Gray Maynard 10-8 for the first round, then this looks like a 10-9.5, you know, 10 and 9.5, you know, retarded. What else do I want to say, man? John Fitch, don't fight BJ Penn again. No one wants to see the fight again. I want to see John Fitch against GSP, man. The guy deserves it, man. He's been crawling his way back up, and it's been like so long, man. I think he deserves it. You know, I don't think GSP deserves to move up until he gives John Fitch a rematch. And I think UFC has to respect John Fitch to give him another rematch against GSP. Because, man, John Fitch he's been putting those wins in the back of his pocket forever now, man. He's the only welterweight outside GSP that's put on this big of a streak. Yeah, so that's my video. Awesome night of fights on review. You know, the name power wasn't there, but the fights brought it. Yeah, that's my video. Thanks for watching. Like to hear your guys' thoughts. Anything, man. What did you think about his chest hair? His fucking cartwheel that don't do damage. You know, his crazy escapes. His little slapping to the face, shin. BJ Penn's retirement. John Fitch title shot. George Stropolopoulos losing. Dennis Seaver, man, the German tank. I want to hear what your guys' thoughts. But yeah, until then, thanks for watching.